Amazing. What you say, baby? Nice. Welcome. So you got you still get your accessories from over there. Get her jacket. And I think her hat's over there too. Yeah, make sure you got all her stuff. Right. What up, goat?
What's up? Let's see here. Make sure my voice is on.
Yep, just make sure you got them all to take to mommy house.
Alright. Before this game starts, I need to practice this verse real quick. 1 second. Yeah. Morton's box full of grains for every time they say they show growing pains. If I had a nickel for each empty promise, Thomas would have multiple commas. I keep it cordial. Y'all deserve the rawness. To be honest, it began when the man said he'd be home soon. That was O2. Kept it so cool. Only believe what I wrote, fool. Keep it moving. On to the next one. Hard to move on when you always protect one. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Bag lady blaring in my whip for sure. Since 04 been cynical. Pen game came at 21 by 30. I'ma hit the pinnacle. My style is too original. I'm hoping y'all don't get left. Cause my rhymes tight like the glove and they dead left. Know your role. What happens when a rock is stone cold? I don't know. I be lapping the fakes. They so old. Couldn't even rock with me if they name was Rolling Stone. Beat the beat up like Batista. I walk alone. Sounds better. There's still some parts I need to fix, but it's just getting there.
That was smooth, though. That was smooth.
Yeah, there's still a couple of things that sound a little tacky, but it's getting there. I have until tomorrow to get that shit mastered.
Hell yeah, shit.
Midterm for lyricism school and shit.
Barry know how to make a motherfucking beat. My goodness.
Yes, he does.
My goodness.
It's at the point now where I can just be like, I could say 3 words. I'll be like, I want you to make a beat that feels this, this, and this, and then he'll make that sound out of those 3 words.
Hell yeah.
All right, good. That also is a good warm-up for my voice. We're good now.
All right, bet. We on. I'm about to holler at little mama.
All right.
All right, peace.
Yep, yes, sir. I want this man to wear the red jerseys. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna have to go with the with those gold jerseys, the Jared Goffs. Never mind.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this.
Day number 2 of the NFC Divisional round is underway here from MetLife Stadium. Hi, I'm Thomas Jones IV. Both of the AFC Divisional games were completed last night, and today the NFC takes center stage. It is the NFC West leading Los Angeles Rams taking on the NFC East winner New York Giants here from Jersey. Rams will get the ball first as they're wearing the 1994 home jerseys. Again, this was when the Rams were a really, really sorry team. So, well, most of you probably have never seen those jerseys before. But nonetheless, again, you can't wear white on the road, especially in an environment like New Jersey where there was a chance for snow.
Looks like the weather report cleared up. Looks like it's overcast here this evening. So Matt Stafford, fresh off the wild card victory against New Orleans, will take on the Giants here from his own 25-yard line. 3-by-1 set to get things going. This will be an interesting matchup here against this Rams offensive line against the highly talented D-line led by Dexter Lawrence and Kayvon Thibodeau. Stafford changing up the play here. 1st and 10 from the 25. It will be a quick out route caught by Higbee, the tight end, who is hit hard at the 31-yard line by Adoree Jackson. 6-yard pickup that time, and it will be the first completion today for Matt Stafford. Looking to rectify his wild card performance. He had the 3 interceptions in the first half last week, was able to come back and lead the Rams to victory in that 10-point win over New Orleans. As for the Giants, they were able to withstand a late game drive from Dallas to make it to the divisional round. As there's Dexter Lawrence, and he is just such a problem in the trenches. You see, he was lined up over the right guard and was able to swing his way into the play as Akers was trying to cut back to the left guard in that bead hole. But instead, Dexter Lawrence, they're waiting for him to make the tackle after a short gain of 1. First 3rd down this evening. Stafford from the bunch formation will send a man in motion. That is Tutu Atwell, play action. Stafford looking for his favorite target. He hooks up with Cooper Kupp. First down, LA to the 43-yard line. And that's the big matchup we'll be watching all night long. Cooper Kupp working against Adoree Jackson, Xavier McKinney, depending on what side of the field he lines up on. As he's got his first reception. Again, led the 4th and go lead in receptions at over 100 during the regular season. Stafford back to be another wide open target for Cooper Kupp, another first down as he is stiff arms a man before being pushed out of play and into Giant territory. So picking up where they left off in the 4th quarter last week, Cooper Kupp had a magnificent 46-yard reception. Now has 2 quick ones here on this opening drive. As you see again him working on McKinney. Kupp now in the slot there on first down. 3rd straight pass. Stafford will go back to Cooper, and he's got another reception. 4 of 4 to start the game for Stafford. That throw was the most dangerous one he's attempted thus far, but a good box out there for number 10, Cooper Kupp, as Bobby Okereke there to make the tackle. And they picked him up from Indianapolis in the offseason, bolstering that front 7. Here on 2nd down, Akers in motion, and he will get the swing pass. Blocks are set up well. Tutu Atwell springs him. Akers still on his feet before a pair of Giants taken down inside the red zone. Stafford continues his perfection on this drive, now 5 of 5. Again, and you see the play calling thus far from Los Angeles. They're taking what the defense is giving them. The Giants are playing on their heels right now, and everything in front Matt Stafford has been able to take. 4th consecutive throw for Stafford. He looks to the right sideline. He's got Atwell for a first down. No, I take it back. Atwell did not hold on. That will be an incomplete pass. Atwell, of course, had the game-winning touchdown in the wild card. And for the Giants, finally a chance for them to catch their breath. After that 3rd down conversion, the Rams have been furiously working their way down the field, now at the 17-yard line of New York. Only 3 down linemen here for the Giants on 2nd down. They're playing the pass. As the Rams will go for the run here. It's Akers cutting back, shifting, still on his feet, and he is a bowling ball right now, taken down at the 9, as he was pinballing and weaving and dodging through defenders to gain 8 on 2nd and 10. Already mentioned that the Rams converted the first 3rd down of this game. This is a second opportunity for the Giants to stand tall defensively. One of the best red zone units in the entire 4th and go league. New York led all teams in red zone percentage. Here's a quick throw. Caught by Atwell. He makes up for the first down drop as he converts 3rd down. And Stafford now 3 yards away from an opening drive touchdown. So it's been Kupp, it's been Higbee, and now Tutu Atwell checking in on the reception chart. As Azeez Ojulari making that tackle. Goal to go here for the Rams. And a drive that has started at the 25. Cam Akers will finish it off with strength. A stiff arm into the end zone as the former Florida State Seminole waltzes into the end zone for the opening drive touchdown. And a methodical drive as well, as the extra point is knocked home. 10 plays, 74 yards, and it took over 5.5 minutes of game clock. And when you play against the New York Giants, as you know how talented Saquon Barkley is, that's exactly what you want to do, is shorten the game, limit the number of possessions that Daniel Jones has, because that's what the Giants do well. They run a lot of possession on their drives, able to take time off the clock and shorten games. And honestly, I feel like that's been a big theme of these playoffs. We saw it in the wild card round with Tennessee and Indianapolis, two teams that love to run the football. Cleveland, another one of those teams. And right now, the Giants, the last one standing of one of those run-first type of units, is Saquon, working his way across the 30 to the 32, and that's a healthy gain of 7 on his first touch this evening. Gervais on the tackle. He is second on the team behind Ernest Jones in total tackles. Right back to the well. Barkley, great blocks there as you see pancakes, and now Barkley's free across the 40 to the 45 and tripped up there. And big shout out to Andrew Thomas. Got to the second level that time as Deontay Hardy, the one to save a touchdown. So a couple of carries for Saquon, a couple of first downs. Checked out one first down, but he's got over 20 yards rushing. This time they'll go to the right side. Barkley another first down as he picks up 12 more. And that should take us to the end of the first quarter. An expedient first quarter here for MetLife as the Rams on top of the Giants by a score of 7-0. NFC Divisional round. Again, this is the third of 4 divisional round games. The Patriots and Jets will be tussling tomorrow, most likely, in the AFC Championship game, as the Patriots defeated Kansas City 39-25, and the Jets took out the Titans on a game-winning field goal. First down, play action, bootleg for Daniel Jones is going to be brought down after getting away from the first defender, Joey Gervais. And that is a big loss, 10 yards in the opposite direction. As you see, that's something that the Giants love to do. It's that Gary Kubiak-style offense. You run a lot of zones and stretch runs to try to move the defense in one direction, then you come back with the bootlegs to set up those easy throws. But the Rams were prepared. They've been watching their film, and they know that's what the Giants love to do. Here's second down and 20, and a real interesting spot for Daniel Jones playing behind the sticks now. He will try to hook up with his tight end, Darren Waller, but that throw is not even in the same area code. Incomplete, and second and long has now turned into third and long. And we mentioned teams that like to run the ball. These are the situations they would not want to put themselves in. Always want to avoid a 3rd and 10 or longer. But again, the Giants, one thing they do have, they have the weapons to pick this up. Waller, we just mentioned. Barkley is a great pass catcher as well. And that is the direction that Jones is going. No, he's going down the left sideline for Isaiah Hodgkins, and it is incomplete. So the Rams defense, after scoring a touchdown offensively, they force a 3-and-out as the Polish Hammer, Jamie Gillen, will attempt to pin the Rams back deep in their own territory. The southpaw punter punts it away, and this ball will fall into the end zone right across the white hash, and that will be a touchback. Second drive in the first half for Los Angeles, and as you see, both teams have had just one drive, and we're already a minute into the second quarter, so it looks like possessions will be coming at a premium. Cooper Kupp had 3 receptions on the first drive. It was capped off by the Cam Akers touchdown run, where he barreled over a defender on his route to the end zone. Stafford again, 5 of 6 to begin this game. So for the Giants, right now it's finding a way to get the Rams behind the sticks the same way that they were able to sack Daniel Jones on that prior drive. First play from scrimmage here on the second possession. Stafford looking to the right side, and he's picked! Intercepted by the rookie out of University of Maryland, Deontay Banks. Was able to undercut the football, and a huge turnover on the early stages of the second quarter. Rams give up the football. Giants take over at the 26 of LA. Here's Barkley on a stretch run. He gets to the outside, tries to cut it back, and will rip off a 7-yard pickup there. So Barkley, averaging just a hair under 10 yards a carry on his 4 touches, is doing what he's done all regular season long, and that is give defensive coordinators headaches. Again, 2 tight ends set at fullback on the field. Barkley again, blocks are pristine, and no one touches Saquon as he somersaults in for the game-tying touchdown. That was a gain from the 19-yard line. So Saquon now over 12 yards a carry, and Graham Gano has just tied this game up at 7 off the Deontay Banks interception. Giants cash in, and we are knotted up here. And we've seen this so many times in these playoffs. The interceptions, the fumbles, turnovers in a whole, they are monumental in any game, but you throw in a playoff game, the pressure that comes with it, they make them even more exponential. So we talked about what the Giants had to do to slow down Matt Stafford. Again, he's thrown 4 interceptions in his 2 playoff games. So that's something to monitor moving forward. Is, again, gunslinger mentality for Stafford. Sometimes it helps. Of course, you get the big gains, the tight window throws, but at other times it can be costly, as we just saw on the last possession. Cooper Kupp does have his X Factor lit up, however, so let's see if he gets some more targets here on this drive. This will be a handoff for Akers, counter run. Good call there, as Akers will have a good gain across the 25. And you need things like that, tendency breakers if you're the Rams, to try to keep this Giants defense guessing. You don't want to get too one-dimensional with the pass. Again, as you see, they were getting to the point where they were only sending 3 down linemen and dropping 8 into coverage, so keeping Cam Akers healthy, active on the touches is definitely what you would want here. And if you're the Giants, you just got to continue to keep things in front of you and tackle, as Atwell will have the first down off of that RPO. And again, a play like that's a perfect example of what we just said with the Giants. Again, you give up the first down, but you don't give up yards after the catch. That is why this Rams offense is so excellent, especially Cooper Kupp. He will turn a 5-yard drag into a 30-yard reception if you let him. Play action here on first down, and wide open target. That is the backup tight end, Bryson Hopkins, and Hopkins will be just a yard shy of the line to gain as we approach 3.5 to play in the first half. Winner of this ball game will take on the winner of Carolina and Washington, which will be played this evening around 10:30 Eastern Time. We'll be on the call for that one. And hopefully we do get an advance afterwards, but either way, I do believe the AFC and NFC Championship games will be played on Sunday. Stafford, pressure up the middle. We have a flag, and then we have a dime to Cooper Kupp. Let's check the penalty. Let's tack on 15 more to that catch, as Dexter Lawrence was taxed for a roughing the passer. And let's go back and watch that throw one more time. You had the big number 97 in your face. Stafford stays tall and stays in the pocket, delivers a strike to Cooper Kupp on that right sideline, and then 15 more yards will put the ball at the 26 of New York. Stafford again to throw. We'll dump it down to his running back, Akers, who is absolutely pummeled at the 22-yard line. I believe that is the former Old Dominion linebacker, Zimenez, as he makes his first tackle today. Take that back. It looks like, according to Madden, it was Azeez Ojulari responsible for that hit stick, but nonetheless, gain of 4 brings up second down, as we are just 2 seconds away from this being 0, and the snap gets off in time. Stafford in the pocket. Here comes pressure, and he will find Akers again, and yet again Akers is pushed down as soon as he catches the football. Here's the 2-minute warning from MetLife, as we have had ourselves quite a game. For those of you just joining us, Rams scored on the opening possession. Giants punted the ball back to L.A. Stafford threw an interception to Deontay Banks, and then the Giants were able to turn that into 7, as Saquon Barkley was able to run roughshod through this Rams defense. Now the Rams on their 3rd possession of the half in the red zone yet again. Big 3rd down upcoming. And again, personally, I'm an aggressive play caller here, so if I don't get this 3rd and 4, I'm thinking about staying on the field and trying to go for it on 4th. But we'll see what happens here and what call the Rams decide to go with. Over the middle. It is caught by Cooper Kupp, and I believe that was Thibodeau dropping into coverage there. And even the athletic freak isn't able to keep up with Cooper Kupp, as he's got first down yardage for L.A. 5 catches, 52 yards in this first half, as he has been a busybody, this time working the middle of the field. And you see Thibodeau try with all his might to hold Cooper Kupp away from the first down marker, but it was just a second too late. Again, 1st and 10, clock still running, under 90 seconds to play. Stafford looking, end zone, and he's got his man for the touchdown. Cam Akers has scored his second touchdown of the evening, one on the ground and now one through the air, and the Rams retake the lead. Extra point off the upright and no good, but we do have a flag. Oh my goodness. We have a roughing the kicker. It is not often you see that call, and it is an absolute bailout if you are LA. After missing that extra point, now you get a second opportunity at the 1 yard line. And we have a timeout call. I think the Rams are going to decide to go for 2 here. And the way that it works is if they go for 2, the ball will be placed, I believe, at the 1.5, 2 yard line because it would be half the distance from the goal. If they kick the extra point, they got the full 15 yards. So either way, yeah, here we go. So they're going to go for it here, go for 2, try to make this an 8-point game. Stafford barking out instructions before taking the snap. Handoff Rakers, and he walks right in. So the roughing the kicker penalty turns a missed extra point into a 2-point conversion. That's a 3-point swing. And now the Rams are up by 8. Here's Jalen Hyatt. And about 5 yards deep in his own end zone, elects to take it out. Picks up a block at the 20 and is lassoed to the turf at the 19-yard line. Well, Giants now trailing by 8. They do get the ball to start the second half. So right now, you just want to get some type of points here. Again, a touchdown is the best case scenario. I don't know personally if I would go for the tie if I score a touchdown, but a field goal, worst case scenario here. You've got to come up with points here and get that double dip when you come out of the second half. Play action. Jones takes the out route. That is the backup tight end, Daniel Bellinger. And that is Daniel Jones' first completion this evening. Of the 57 total yards, 50 of them are responsible to Saquon Barkley. And again, talked about it with the Rams, showing Cam Akers balance. If you're the Giants, same thing. You got to get this pass game going here before the Rams start selling out on the run. And pressure will get home. Daniel Jones tried the trickeration, but Brian Young there for the sack. And that'll drop Daniel Jones back to the 18-yard line, and timeout called by LA. Because they're trying to get one more possession here before the end of the half. Extremely dangerous opportunity here for the Giants. 3rd and 10, as they're going to call a timeout after seeing what the Rams lined up in. Again, Giants, fantastic regular season. They won the NFC East by a game over Washington. Really struggled through times in that wild card round. Remember, they trailed 14-0 in the first quarter after 2 interceptions by Jordan Lewis were returned for touchdowns. Battled their way back. They scored 21 unanswered in that game and ended up winning after Dak Prescott had, well, a Dak Prescott moment. As for the Rams, same situation. They kind of sleptwalked through the first half against the Saints, got it together in the second half, and then withstood a furious comeback attempt from Coach Bad, the GOAT. Here comes pressure on 3rd down, and then Wobbler's picked. It's Hodge Tomlinson still going inside the 15, and he spins, and Sterling Shepard saves a touchdown, but the Giants have turned the ball over deep in their own territory, and the Rams have an opportunity to double up their lead. Minute 11 left on the clock. As you see again, the pressure from Young forces that errant pass. And now the Rams take over inside the red zone. Of their 2 prior trips down here, they executed both into touchdowns. See if they can make that 3 for 3. Four-man rush from New York picked up. Tyler Higbee is able to pick up 5, tackled in play. It'll take us under a minute to go in the half. 120 yards passing in this first half for Matt Stafford. He's thrown a touchdown and he's thrown an interception. But has been clearly the better of these 2 quarterbacks in this first half. Again, Stafford changing up the play here after seeing what the Giants are showing defensively. Will now be a 3-by-1 set. Kupp, Jefferson, and Atwell on the right of your screen. Higbee on the left. Let the clock run all the way down to 29 seconds. Quick out route. Higbee, another first down, and another touchdown-saving tackle made by McKinney. Rams will not use their final timeout. Clock down to 10 seconds here as they're at the 4-yard line. It'll be a play action. Here comes Lawrence. And the throw is intercepted. It's picked by Adoree Jackson, and he could take this all the way. This will be the final play of the half. And by George, James Harrison is somewhere at home laughing because this is not, oh my goodness, life imitating art. Adoree Jackson in for a touchdown. He goes 102 yards on the final play of the half. And I'm going to be honest, I did mention I wouldn't go for two, but based on just the momentum, I would now. Last play of the half, it's an untimed down. Why not? You get the ball to start the second half. And if you're Matt Stafford, a couple of things. One, you had the timeout there. I would have used it. But two, did you not see the blue guy? My goodness, what a turn of events. Daniel Jones looking to tie this game up. And I think he does. As that is caught by Hodgins. And yes, the ball judge puts both hands in the air. We are tied at 15. My goodness, this is back-to-back weeks now that New York has forced a pick six in the latter stages of the first half. Again, turnovers, they are deadly in these playoffs, and boy, have they reared their ugly head this afternoon and to this evening. Take a look at the first half highlights. There's the throw again. Pressure, pressure, pressure. That is what's caused 2 of the 3 interceptions, as Stafford and Daniel Jones were trying to get rid of the throw instead of taking the sack. I get it in Matt Stafford's situation, but you have the timeout. I don't know. Here's Jalen Hyatt in a brand new ball game now. Giants, which honestly, they haven't done anything in the pass game. They've been able to sustain the running game with Saquon Barkley. Rams have done a nice job of stymieing the pass game. As we start the second half of a thrilling NFC Divisional round game. Of course, when Papa Lon's involved, you know it's always going to be a thriller. Every game that I've called of his, it seems to go this way. Jones on the rollout will throw it back to Bellinger. He breaks the tackle and will step out of play after picking up 8 yards. And believe it or not, those are the only 2 receptions thus far and the only receiver to catch a pass from Daniel Jones. As you see the statistics in the first half, allowed -3 yards passing. Of course, that takes into account the sack yardage, as Daniel Jones has been dropped a couple of times. But the 10 plays they've called, they have been balanced, though. 5 passes, 5 runs. As this will be a run for Barkley, and he's got the first down across the 35 to the 38. 6 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown for Barkley as he maintains that sparkling 10 yards per carry average. It's actually closer to a 12 right now, which is just magnificent for a every down back such as Saquon. X Factor lit up for him as well. He'll take another power O handoff, and this time the Rams were ready. Gain of maybe a yard as he was tag teamed at the 40. And for the Rams defense, again, you can't blame them. Their performance has been solid in this game. They've only given up 7 points, but that pick six at the end of the first half ties the game up. And now you have to regroup as this unit. Handoff. Barkley breaks the tackle, still going, and across midfield as this drive has now penetrated its way into Rams territory. Drive started back at the 25, checked at the 20-yard line. As Barkley been the beneficiary of a couple of first down carries. Motion man is Waller. He will take the jet touch, or the sweep, if you will. Cuts it up, and he'll gain about 2. So again, a little trickeration that time, as we talked about the Gary Kubiak scheme that the Giants employ. Again, they like to run lateral plays, get the linebackers and the D linemen moving at an angle, and then flip it on its head with the bootlegs. This time it's going to be a counter for Barkley as he's bouncing around in the hole and will eventually gain 2 yards before being brought down. And at the 44-yard line here, Giants will find their first third down of the second half. They need to get to the 38-yard line for a first down. And we have the I formation here on third down, so Giants will play conservatively. Barkley will run on 3rd and 6, and he gets it easily. Rams were not prepared. They came out in the dime as the Giants, again, sticking to their guns. I mentioned it at the top of the broadcast. This is one of the last run-first teams remaining in these playoffs. Again, Washington they mix it up too. They have that two-headed rushing attack, and same with the Panthers. Actually, now I think about it, right? Miles Sanders did have a fantastic season here in his first year at Carolina. Drop down, it's the jump throw and a hurdle from Hodgkins, who has the 2-point conversion, and he's lucky to hold on to the ball there. They're getting taken out at the 28-yard line. Giants have never led in this ball game, have their first opportunity to do so as they're now inside the 30 of LA. Barkley to the left, and he does not get away from from Hummel. Jake Hummel, a huge play. I don't know if it was a tackle for loss, so Barkley might still have his X factor, but just to lose the tackle battle and then re-engage and still make the play. Gotta love Madden sometimes. I mean, look at that. He stiff-armed him, but he never let go. He just immediately just grabbed it right back down. Gotta love it. All right, here's 3rd and 4. Giants in the shotgun. It will be Barkley on the inside zone, and he's got another first down. You know what's coming if you're the Rams, but you just cannot stop it as Barkley and this offensive line are humming right now. A couple of 3rd down conversions for Saquon as he's across the 20, and this drive is now officially a red zone trip for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones to throw. Looking, he's going to take off and run, and he will pick up 7 yards. Had a convoy in front of him. I think if he was able to maintain his balance, he would still be running right now and would have taken the lead. As the way that play was set up, you had 3 receivers on the right of your screen. The user was able to cover all of them, but Daniel Jones alertly takes off and will rip off a 6-yard gain to put the Giants in a situation that they are so accustomed to, this 2nd and short, where they can pound the rock with Barkley as they do here. And Saquon is inhuman. I'm not sure what the right word is there. He is a yard short of scoring all the way down to the 1. And that will be the final play of a scoreless 3rd quarter. Giants have taken up the entire 3rd quarter on this drive, folks. This was a possession that now is going to work its way into the 4th quarter. The same way the Rams did in the 1st quarter, Giants doing the same thing here. Jones calls his own number, and he is stuffed. QB sneak does not work as the first down play will go to the Rams defense. And a man that we have not heard from much today, Aaron Donald. I don't know if he has a tackle, but I know on that play he definitely made his presence felt as you try to run those quarterback sneaks in the A-gap. That's usually where Aaron Donald lives. Now the Giants moving to the shotgun here. They'll hand it off to Barkley, breaks the first tackle, but he loses yardage. So there goes his X factor. And alertly, the Rams went with the goal line defense there. They sold out for the run. And as you see, it still took a bevy of Rams defenders to bring down number 26. All right, decision time here if you are the Giants. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Goal line formation. Jones is going to fake the handoff. And will try to run it in himself, and he does! He scores the touchdown as he crosses the plane. Giants take their first lead today off the bootleg, and Daniel Jones' 3-yard scamper will give them a 7-point lead. 5.5 to go. That may have been the drive of the season for New York. 15 plays, 80 yards, took over 8.5 minutes off the clock. And we talked about it before. The game that this was going to be was the possessions are going to come at a premium. The Giants love to shorten the game. And look at the Rams. This is their first possession of the half, and it's 5.5 to go in the 4th quarter. And now they're going to have to go 80 yards to match and tie this game up. So, biggest drive of the season for the LA Rams and Matt Stafford. Cooper Kupp has been active today. 5 catches, 52 yards. Cam Akers responsible for the 2 touchdowns. And as you see, they're still outgaining the Giants by 144 to 127. So there is some confidence there if you are the LA Rams that you're able to move the ball against this stout New York Giants defense. Handoff for Akers on first down, and that is a healthy carry for Cam Akers. He will pick up 9. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered if you're a Rams fan. You start out the drive with a run, you keep the Giants balanced defensively, and then now this opens up the whole playbook on 2nd and short. They'll run the ball again for Akers. He gets away from the user, tries to cut back, forces a stiff arm, and is brought down after a pickup of 23. Good enough for a Rams first down, as Cam Akers has been the unheralded star for the Rams offense this evening. 3 tight ends set. Stafford will drop, look to pass. Guess who's going for? Cam Akers, who will spin into a double-team tackle at the 46-yard line of New York. That's good enough for a gain of 7. So Cam Akers now, 5th reception, leads the team in receptions tonight along with Cooper Kupp's 5. Higbee has 3, and Atwell, the only other target to have a reception this evening. Stafford over the middle, dangerous throw is caught by Coop, and there he goes, inside the 10, and he's caught 2 at the 10-yard line exactly. Cooper Kupp, that man is clutch defined. Every single time that the Rams need a big play, guess who it's going to be? Number 10, and he worked the middle of the field again and is now flirting with 100 yards receiving on the evening. Under 3 minutes to play now. Rams 10 yards away from knotting this game up. Handoff, Akers cuts it back inside the 5, down to the 4. And this is always the tough decision if you're the team trailing by 7. You know that you don't want to give the Giants enough time to go down and kick a field goal. But based on the math here, it's impossible for you to score without them touching the ball again. So it's that cat and mouse. Do we do it quickly, or do we try to get as many plays off as we can? And Stafford held the ball a second too long, but he still finds Atwell for the touchdown. Oh, I thought we were going to see another pick 6, as there was a Giant defender lurking. And I see on the sideline, Coach Lon is talking to Matt Stafford. He's asking, do we want to kick the extra point here, or do we want to go for the lead? And I'm waiting to see a decision here, as they're going to send the special teams unit out. They're going to go for the tie. This will be Christopher Dunn's biggest kick of his young career. Extra point from the 15 is right down the middle. It's good. So an answer from L.A. They go on an 81-yard drive in just 6 plays. It took 3.5 minutes to do so, as the Giants more than likely, okay, so they're going to have the 2-minute warning as well as all 3 of their timeouts. Just needing a field goal here. Well, boys, this is what we asked for in these playoffs. We've had a couple of nail-biters in this divisional round already. This would be the second of those 2. Again, Giants and the same team in the same stadium, actually. Last night, the New York Jets were able to do the same thing against the Tennessee Titans. Go down, 2-minute drive, get a game-winning field goal as time expires. See if the Giants can match suit. Starts with Barkley, who is brought down in the backfield. What an excellent call from Coach Lon to send the safety into that power O gap, that C gap between the right guard and the tackle. Check that their C gap is between the tackle and the tight end. But either way, sending that safety to shoot right through that gap and meet Saquon Barkley in the backfield before he ever gets that momentum going. Huge stop on first down. Here's second. Quick out route. Bellinger tackled immediately, and what a tackle it was by the Rams leading interceptor in Kobe Durant. He had a pair of interceptions last week against Derek Carr. Now checks in the 4th quarter with a huge tackle in play. Clock running. Big 3rd down here. Again, remember, if the Giants don't pick this up, they have to punt the ball, so this is a huge play. Pressure. Picked up. Throw caught by Waller. Can he get the first down? He cannot. What a tackle by Hummel or Gervais. I'm not sure which one it was. But either way, Darren Waller's first reception only gets 3 yards, and the Giants will have to punt the ball away, as I just got the statistician's numbers there. That was Jake Hummel. Huge, huge play from the Rams defense, and I'm going to go back to the first down carry. That was the play right there, to send the safety into the gap, force the tackle for loss. That threw the whole drive out of whack for the Giants. And now the Rams have a chance to send themselves to the NFC Championship game. They got 2 timeouts, minute 22 to go. Boy, oh boy, we are set up for a fantastic finish here from MetLife. Again, those of you just joining us, you've missed a barn burner of a game. Both teams have led by 7 at one point in this game, but no one's led by more than that. It's been an airtight football game from start to finish. We've seen pick sixes. We've seen great open field tackles. We've seen beautiful passes, great play calling, the works. Zachary Evans is a bowling ball. Look at this man go! Breaks 3 tackles before being taken out at the 42-yard line in play. So the clock will continue to run. But again, if you're the Rams, that's a great drive starter. Just something simple. A little swing pass, and look what it turned into. We talked about the ability for the Rams to get yards after the catch. They have been doing that so well here in the second half. Giants have not been able to tackle properly. Handoff. Akers picks up the key block he needs. Another first down. And now inside the 42 of New York. They're inching closer. Christopher Dunn pregame, folks. He was able to hit it from 55, so they're going to need about, let's say about 8 more yards or so to get into that comfortable range for Dunn. As you see, the clock now down to 25 seconds. Rams playing it safe. Akers cuts it back, and he'll gain maybe 4 to the 38. Timeout called by L.A. Check that. Timeout called by New York. Interesting. Again, from here, this would be the 55-yard field goal I mentioned. I'm not too familiar with what the wind is looking like here in MetLife. Last night, again, when the Jets and Titans played, I think it was -7 or -8, so could be the same situation here one night later. Giants, of course, selling out for the run here. They cannot give up a first down, as that would more than likely put this game in game-winning field goal territory. Stafford changing up the play. Will go under center here. And he'll drop back to throw. Over the middle, Cooper Kupp. Who else? And he drops the football. That will not only be a huge incompletion, but it stops the clock, saves a timeout for the Giants. And now if you're the Rams, you're in a dangerous spot here because you have one of two things. You can play it really safe, run the ball, try to get 2-3 more yards, set up the field goal, or get aggressive, go for the first down, and all but ensure that you're going to have the last possession of the game. And if you're the Giants here, especially the fans, you need Dexter Lawrence, you need Kayvon Thibodeau. Somebody's got to make a play here and drop Matt Stafford. Otherwise, there might be curtains for the Giants. 3-man rush. Wide open on the left sideline is Jefferson, and he is intelligent enough to fall down at the 2. What a call. I'm over here talking about playing it safe, run the football, you get in the field goal range. Lon said, F that. We got Van Jefferson on the cover 2. And most importantly, does not score. So now the Rams can run clock, get it down to 2-3 seconds, kick a chippy to send themselves to the NFC Championship game. Wow, what a call by L.A. Van Jefferson's first reception of the game as Akers breaks the tackle, and, he scores. He's going to go ahead and take the touchdown. Ahmad Bradshaw-esque right there. Not the same scenario, of course, as I think in that Super Bowl there was still like a minute and a half left, but 8 seconds as the all-important extra point is up, and it's good. So the Rams are now leading 29-22, 8 seconds left to go. And for the Giants, I believe I see Lizzo warming up in the bullpen as things are a miracle away from being over. Again, Giants were just 1 game away from the 1 seed. Panthers were able to secure the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And for the Rams, after that, again, sleepwalking in the first half of the wild card round, a blatant pick 6 thrown here at the end of the first half, Matt Stafford has time and time again shown resilience, perseverance, and has led this team to yet another potential game-winning drive. So from the 25-yard line, Giants, of course, they got to score a touchdown here in just the 8 seconds afforded to them. They do have the 2 timeouts, as I believe the Rams will call their final timeout after seeing the offensive formation. And winner of this game will take on the winner of Carolina and Washington, which will be played later tonight. The AFC Championship game is set. It'll be the Patriots coming here to MetLife next week to take on the Jets. And Hail Mary for Jones. It's almost intercepted off the deflection. It will fall incomplete, and this will be the final play of the game and possibly of the Giants season. And 3-man rush. Jones, plenty of time, steps up, fires. This one's going to make its way to about the 10-yard line in a heap. It is batted again, and dropped by Hodgkins. He had 2 hands on the ball, but didn't secure it, and the Rams survive and advance.
They ain't ready for us yet, man. They not ready for us yet.
Final here in
we are
29-22. Van Jefferson with the game winner. Again, Cam Akers had the trifecta, 3 touchdowns. Big plays there as we bring Coach Lon into the booth for the post-game interview. Coach Lon, okay, 2 things. Had the early lead. Things were going great. Threw the pick 6 at halftime there, at literally the last play of the first half. What was going through your mind there during that moment?
I thought I fucked up. I ain't about to hold you. I thought that was going to be the turning point in the game, man. Like, you got to let a fucking throw out a sack animation. And the thing is, I wanted to run the ball, but I couldn't find a fucking run audible real fast, so I still stayed in the pass, and he instantly made me pay for that shit.
Yep, and now, after that happened, again, second half, Giants went on that drive that took up the entire third quarter, 8-minute drive, scored a touchdown, and you came right back, tied it up on that quick 6-play drive. I wanted to ask, like, what was going through, I guess, the play calling on that next possession after knowing, okay, the Giants just won an 8-minute drive, they're getting the ball back, we got to put them behind the sticks here. Was that your mindset going through there when you called that blitz?
So if you remember in the first quarter, I did essentially what he did in the third. I pretty much ran the whole first quarter out. Mm-hmm. So when he came back he took the whole quarter and some change, it was impressive as fuck. But all it meant to me was, okay, I have to show him I can score quick with no issue. We went down there, did it. All we knew is we get to stop, the game was over.
Agreed there. And then last question for you. Van Jefferson, that play call. Again, it was 3rd and 4. Cooper Kupp just dropped a first down completion. Everybody in the building's thinking, okay, they're going to run the ball here, set up a long field goal. You went down the seam, sideline to Van Jefferson on that cover 2 look, and were able to stay out of the end zone to run the clock down even further.
12 knows what to do because he knows the attention 10 is going to bring. And so we seen Dory slide over and stuff. Like, Cooper was damn near triple teamed from the height. So we said, okay, Van will be up the seam. We know what to do. Van, with his veteran savviness and everything, caught the ball, said, we're not scoring. Fuck that. Let me get down at the 2. Couldn't ask for more. I wanted to keep the game winning 3 there, but Cam broke the tackle, said, might as well go and get in the end zone. We good this way.
Yep, and again, great win. Good congratulations on making the NFC Championship game with the LA Rams. You'll either be hosting the Washington Commanders or we'll be traveling to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte next week. So best of luck to you, sir, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it. Get it done, Germs. I'm here for your ass.
Again, that's the last game of the divisional round. Washington Commanders against the Carolina Panthers. That'll be played later tonight. So stay tuned for that one, folks. We'll be back then. Until then, have a great Saturday. Enjoy your day. Go outside, drink some water. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care, boys.
Peace out, GOAT.
Peace. Good win, man.